Dragon Ball Super, episode 18. Let's talk about this. Alright, Nyritis. So, Dragon Ball Super, episode 18. So, basically, it pretty much starts off where episode 17 left off, where Wiz and Goku are on the way to Lord Beerus's, I guess you could say, planet. And Goku's pretty much just talking to Wiz about, are we going to get there shortly? Because I really got to pee. He's like, well, since we're traveling, can I just pee out here? So Wiz is like, you better not, and you better not pee on yourself. If you pee on yourself, I will turn around and take you back to Earth. So they finally get to Wiz's planet, and you see Vegeta there. And Vegeta got on like this little apron, and he's with the Oracle Fish. And he's wearing the outfit from the Dragon Ball Resurrection F movie. So Goku's there and he's talking with Vegeta and he's like, he almost didn't recognize Vegeta, sensing his power level because he's like, your power level is on a completely different level from the last time I saw you when you were on Earth. And you also find out that Vegeta can now sense the power of a god because he was able to sense Wiz coming before he actually showed up. And Oracle Fish actually said it. He was like, oh, so I see now you're able to sense the power of a god. So pretty much, Wiz had to remind Goku that he had to pee because he was in such shock about Vegeta that he forgot he had to pee. And he was about to go pee in like the garden area, and Vegeta was like, no, what are you doing? Don't pee over there. The bathroom is that way. So, basically, Wiz pretty much tells Vegeta, like, Vegeta, you know what you gotta do. I brought Goku along, and he's here to train or whatever. So, once they start doing certain chores or whatever, at first Goku thinks that it's training. He's like, so Vegeta, this is the type of training that you've been doing this entire time. And Vegeta's like, no, these are just house chores. This isn't training yet. So basically they were sweeping, they were cleaning. They had to change Lord Beerus's sheets on his bed while he was still sleeping. And Goku was impatient. Goku was like, I'm not really good with the patient thing. Because Vegeta's like, we gotta wait until he like turns over or whatever. So Goku pretty much got like that close to Lord Beerus. And at first they thought that he woke him up, but they didn't. And then Lord Beerus kind of turned over and smacked him with his tail. And there are like these bubbles with like hourglasses surrounding the bed. And Vegeta said, if you touch them, they're gonna explode. So, when he got smacked with Lord Beerus' tail, he was heading for one of the hourglass bubbles, and Vegeta stopped him just in time by kicking him into the wall. And long story short, Goku got close to Lord Beerus again, and they realized that Lord Beerus doesn't hold back his strength when he's sleeping. So, since Goku got too close, Lord Beerus pretty much put him, you could damn near say he put him in like the figure 4 leg lock, because Goku was talking about his leg hurt and he had him locked up. So Vegeta was like, you know what, Goku, float with him up so I could change the sheets. So he did, and Goku was like, Vegeta, hurry up, this really hurts, you're taking your time on purpose, this, that, and third. Finally put him back down, they changed the sheets. So they're sweeping, they're cleaning the grass, they're cutting the grass, and they finally finish, and Wiz is like, okay, let's actually start the training. Now, mind you, after all the chore work, Goku was like, this is exhausting. And Vegeta told him, like, oh, the grass will be back by tomorrow. We got to do all this again tomorrow. And so Goku's like, what? But as soon as Wiz mentioned training, Goku was up and ready. So there was pretty much like these big ass, like, cinder blocks with, like wrist gauntlets on top of them so they could put their arms through and lift it this way, right? So Goku couldn't lift it, and Vegeta tried it because, everybody was pretty much talking shit, and he was like, there's a secret method to it. So Vegeta tried to lift it, and Wiz told him, he was like, Vegeta, I made yours twice as strong as normal. So they barely got the shit off the ground. It was probably like that much. Can y'all see that? Probably that much off the ground. And Wiz is like, okay, now you got to take one lap around the planet. And they're like, well, we could barely even move. So they barely started walking, and the ground behind them starts disappearing. And so Wiz told them, he was like, well, you guys better get a move on it, because if the ground underneath you disappears and you fall off the planet, you're going to fall into another dimension and you'll never be able to return. So they tried their best, and they was just struggling and walking kind of slow but kind of quick. They were walking slow but quick enough so that the ground wouldn't catch them. But every time the ground disappeared, they would practically like right here on the edge. Got a little further, ground disappeared. Got a little further, ground disappeared. So at first, Wiz thought that the pace was a little bit too quick, but they were able to keep up, and Wiz, stopped the training. He was like, that's enough training for the day. We're going to do something a little different this time. He was like, I want the two of you to fight together and face me. So then you find out that Vegeta never fought against Wiz the entire 6 months that he's been there. And so, I forgot to mention that Wiz gave Goku a new outfit. It's the new outfit from Resurrection of Gods. That the orange one, it doesn't have the logo yet, but he got the blue boots, just like did I say Resurrection of Gods? Resurrection of Frieza. Resurrection of F movie, that one. Shit. Anyway, so they start fighting, but you realize that Goku and Vegeta aren't fighting together as a team. They're fighting next to each other, but not together as a team. Because Vegeta knocked Goku out the way so he could fight Wiz, then Goku knocked Vegeta out the way so he could fight Wiz. And so Wiz stopped it, said that's enough training for today. And they pretty much go to their rooms. And Oracle Fish and Wiz are talking, and at first Oracle Fish is like, maybe the training is too much for them, because at this rate they're gonna die. And Wiz is making fun, like, oh, Oracle Fish, do you care about them? Like, why are you so concerned? They'll be all right. Oracle Fish was like, well, why won't you let them turn into Super Saiyan? At least that way they'll be able to keep up with the pace. So then Wiz get into the explanation that if they transform into a Super Saiyan, they won't be able to get as strong as they possibly can. He basically measured it out. He said, if you want to compare it, the power of all the gods are about as tall as the tallest building on the island. I mean, on the planet. And he was like, their power is about as tall as Wiz's staff. So he said if they want to be able to reach that power, they have to do the training on their own, or they won't be able to sense the next realm, or they won't be able to see the next realm. Now, I don't know what this next realm is, because they never really get into explanation, but Wiz also says that he never, ever, ever told them that they couldn't go Super Saiyan. They just did that on their own. They want to train on their own and not go Super Saiyan. And so Goku's complaining about how he don't mind the training, but it's just that he hates the chores. So Vegeta's like, well, if you hate it, go home. And he must have told Goku that at least like 3 times. So Goku's like, no, I will do whatever I got to do to get stronger. And then he ends up going to sleep. And then Vegeta goes outside and he's training with that cinder block with the wrist gauntlet thingies. And he's just like this. And he's like, I won't let Kakarot surpass me. I will surpass Kakarot and I will be stronger than him. And that's pretty much the episode, y'all. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm sorry. At the ending of the episode, you see pretty much a different variation of Lord Beerus and Wiz. Basically meaning, the cover of the Dragon Ball Super where they show like pretty much like a fatter Lord Beerus and a female version of Wiz? That's who you saw. And they end up destroying the planet, and apparently they're looking for something. And that's how the episode ended. Now, I cannot wait until the next one, because we are heading into the resurrection of F. Frieza will be coming back. They are doing the actual animation, or the animated version of Resurrection of F, which I cannot freaking wait for, because I can't wait to show what explanation they give for the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Just like they did the whole animated version. Not the I keep saying animated. The whole anime version of the movie Battle of Gods in this. That's what they're doing for Resurrection of F. They're leading up to it, and I'm super excited for it. So Knight Riders, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think of Dragon Ball Super so far. Are you guys looking forward to it? How am I doing on these reviews? Hopefully you guys are enjoying them, alright? So, Knight Riders, y'all already know what it is you comment, like, and share. But if this is your first time checking out myself or the channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button, become a Knight Rider, and join us on our journey to 5,000 subscribers. And until next time, ride or die, Knight Riders. We out.